Okay, my friend, the color of this Hongqi Tiangong 06 is still better looking, fresher and cuter. As for the Tiangong series, I tried the price of its Hongqi Tiangong 05 car in Chongqing before. What was the biggest selling point at that time? It is its Ceylan Home DJI supplier to use an inverted Mickey camera for him. Then everyone knows that the Mickey camera will see the East device more beneficial and farther away, so it can realize an urban no A, including high-speed no A and automatic parking, etc. All of them are completely true. As we all know, the road conditions in Chongqing are very complicated, and that summer big households achieved a very good performance in such an environment that day, so I am also very interested in Sky 06's purchase price performance in the urban area of Beijing. What is it like? The three parts of its Guandao have gods in this place. Well, let's take back this Tiangong 06. What is the size of this car? At 475 meters, the axle is 2.9 meters. Such a body length is actually within the same category as Tesca's Model Y, including the 7X of Showcase, but 3 cars and theirs. There may be some small differences. What is the biggest selling point at this time? It's a silent house in DJI just mentioned, as well as the interior of the sitting room and some more technological gadgets. This thing is quite sufficient. We used to think that the red flag seems to be a positive style, but in fact the Tiangong series will be more young and more technological, and I can see it from the shape. In addition to this color, there is also the element of this very iconic red flag. It is very eye-catching when placed on the front of this car, but it will be formed with the color and styling design of the whole car body. Contrast, this is something I think I like very much. There is also a rim that is tied, but the style of tied rim is also very beautiful. The color of the double combination can look at most of the ones on the market. If you look at it, then you will feel it's really different. The entire body surface hides the door handle and the place where D lives. It has a small space, and the front and rear are black high-volume vehicles. This is actually easy to recognize. This is its appearance design. Do you think it looks good or not? How about this built-in? This is it's simple, so that's it. There is no instrument in front, but there is a large HUD, which is a medium-heavy screen, but some details in it are well done. For example, there is a camera in this place, and there is also a camera in this place. Both cameras will have a cover, which actually respects everyone's privacy very well. That camera is mainly dry, look. It supports manual control. For example, if I press an OK button, he will play music and then compare pages to take pictures. This is really very convenient and convenient. This function was only available in BMW before. Isn't it this? It is a fatigue detection used in the car. Going back to the entire cockpit, I think the color combination will be more layered, and then after the middle piece comes out, it will be simple and rough to give you a very space. Wireless charging of European mobile phones and a ventilation. Let's go back to the middle screen. Then this is what they say is a 7nm chip. It is double the amount of 815, suggesting this control will be extremely efficient, convenient, and fast to use. Plus, the interface is well known to users, creating an appealing system. Remarkably, voice-interacted macro commands enable easy access to the settings. Having excellent control over the vehicle while driving, it can be said that there is no problem at all if it is comfortable and visible. In addition, it is also deeply integrated with DeepSeek. Then, if you have any questions, it is completely okay to ask him. If you want a red flag, I will come. Why is the Earth the roundest? Woolen cloth? The Earth is like other planets. When you come to the back row of this car, because this car is 29 years old, the space is completely problematic. Moreover, if the floor is flat, even if there is another person in the middle, it will be very convenient. The headroom is also very good. Above it is a very large panoramic canopy. I think if you add another one, even its height will be enough. Well, it's very open. If you sit in the back row, there will be some small details. For example, the anchor point of the hook is that the seat supports the adjustment of the backrest. It's just a way to lie on the side, so I think it will be more comfortable if it's really a medium and long distance. And what about in the end? One more word, although he was not talking about that kind of Sky household. It's particularly soft, but he still takes care of a medium-length person. Way off, supportive, but indeed the visibility of this seat is confirmed. View. The perforated leather has good sensory effect and perceptual effect, including saying that this piece has some small skins, which can easily increase some friction and increase visual sense. This place at the back also adds an interface for you. You can put some pads or add some small tar boards. It's completely DIY. Okay, I won't say much about it. Let's take a look. Greetings to my dear friend. What sensations arise when piloting the Sky 06? Firstly, it's evident that this car isn't large in size, presenting as a snug SUV that's agile on the road. Furthermore, the steering is impressively responsive, feeling notably smooth and effortless, much like the brake mechanism, which boasts a comfortable calibration that avoids overwhelming the driver. The steering continues to impress due to its consistent lightness, maintaining this quality even in sport mode, providing a delightful experience. It can be slightly between the different modes of economy, comfort, sports. It would be better to increase the personality difference in the feel, of course now. The main purpose is to take care of the city. It is very convenient to travel around, including the U-turn movement that is very comfortable. In this sports mode, the entire central area of his feel is relatively heavy, and then there is, what about this car? The front double X and the rear are so connected. It is a price-selected structure. In fact, the improvement of the hardware used by the double X also makes the car feel dynamic in the front and weak cancellation. The pleasant sensation associated with swelling and beating is quite well regulated, assuming any modifications are made a bit more swiftly. The follow-up is also very good, so the entire car is very similar to this car when you press it on the ground. The core is still a product that focuses on comfort, but the use of its hardware will give the car a certain controllability. Including double-glued glass, the NVH control at this time is excellent. Finally, this car, its aviation version, has a 62 kilowatt-hour battery with an 85 kilowatt-hour battery and a top 98 kilowatt-hour battery. Hey, this one is a 900 platform. Hey, in addition, it is mainly based on the 400 platform. Under such circumstances, it can also reach 520 kilometers. If you want to be more dynamic, just choose. This four-wheel drive version is said to have an acceleration time of 3.9 seconds to 100 kilometers, but now let's take a look. Oh, your lens didn't keep up. This 39 is quite exaggerated and unnecessary at all. In fact, 7.9 seconds is enough in the later stage. In fact, I think the core selling point of this car is that in addition to Nanji's system, it also has a relatively good dynamic calibration texture, which makes it a very comprehensive product. Finally, to summarize briefly, this product is actually very rich and comprehensive, and it is the same as the present in every aspect. The core and most mainstream suppliers have carried out some cooperation. For example, DJI took it to reduce the cost and then improve the usability. Coupled with what I just experienced, its dynamic texture is also very good. Although it is commonly believed that the Skyship is rarely used, the quality output of its bottom door is actually quite impressive. Now, we have designed a relatively straightforward route. Allow me to test his bracket. Listen closely.
Pilot assist is activated.
It comes out a little slowly, but it doesn't matter. Let's look at his performance first.
Proceed on the route.
Someone has emerged. In truth, we require it at this moment.
Attention.
I can feel that this car will be a little different, and there is also the work car in front, which is a little lighter.
Pay attention to the traffic lights. Jixing crosses the piano traffic light for 2 lanes, then proceeds to the next traffic signal. At the junction, make a left turn.
In fact, what is the biggest feature of Daijang's plan? That is, when the cost is relatively low, it can provide you with a relatively complete set of urban high-speed shuttle buses and so on. Let's see this performance first. We have to turn left 200 meters ahead.
Turn left at the traffic light at the number 150. Take 2 lanes on the left and turn left at the traffic light.
It seems that the traffic light in front is broken on the left.
Turn into the spiritual road.
Yes, it's broken. He paused for a moment. He should install the organic electric car at 10 o'clock. He's still in control, but I'm too nervous.
Stop walking quickly and jump when you reach 300 pen number.
Your handling of the situation a moment ago was rather commendable. Despite the malfunctioning traffic light, he halted briefly to verify it first. Upon realizing there was no issue, he resumed.
Execute.
Then we immediately arrived at the map point. We have arrived at the Hualitan integrated station and turned around. Then we immediately arrived at the map points.
Let's take a look at the action processing of this U-turn. We have a lot of cars at home. He snapped a little to the right first to get a bigger turning radius. Hey.
After Tianhao was 100 meters away, he turned around and locked the car on the left.
Tao is quiet.
Green light.
U-turn. The first U-turn point failed.
Then turn around.
Then he will continue to plan the route, which is quite good.